My bow hair is feeling a little old. It's probably time for a rehair, right? Well, maybe, but maybe not. What's going on? It's Jason Heath, and for the last several years I've heard Steve Tramatozzi of the San Francisco Symphony talk about cleaning his bow hair. And I was always a little bit curious about that. What did he mean by that? I mean, I use all sorts of combs and brushes to keep my bow hair from getting clumpy, but cleaning, I'm not really sure what that entails. Steve came over and showed me his very cool technique, and this might help you save some trips to the rehair person. I have heard you talk over the years about cleaning your hair, and I've always been curious about what that entails. And here on Cooking with Steve, we're going to finally learn how to clean your hair. Because I've actually had some bows come and I brought for you to try out, and then you said, I'm going to take them home and clean the hair. And then they come back and they feel great. And so I've been curious about this process. And we have a bow here, and you're going to demo what you do to clean the hair and kind of rejuvenate the hair too.
Well, you know, this is very controversial what I'm doing here, but I wouldn't be showing you if it didn't work for me. Mm-hmm. and it has worked for me for years now, and to no ill effect. And so what we're doing, you know, we have a bow here that has, you know, has had rosin on it for a long, long time, and it's very powdery, and doesn't, therefore, you know, even if you put on new rosin, it doesn't grab the string very, very well. So what you can do is clean it. It removes all of the rosin, and it rejuvenates the hair, in that the hair appears to be fresh and new. And so you can start to use it again, as if it were rehaired. So here I am, you know, putting people out of business, I guess. People who rehair bows, right? They probably hate this. But anyway, what I do want to say is that I only probably do it once or twice on a bow. And then you can tell after a couple of times that maybe the barbs on the hair that hold the rosin, they become slightly less grippy. You know. So anyway, here's the first thing you do is you want to take the frog off. So you unscrew the button. You can use a French bow as well, right? So, and I put this in a safe place. Make sure you have some paper towels ready. I'm going to use this stuff called Citrusolve. It's a quasi-organic cleaner.
Isn't that stuff that I've heard that luthiers use that to clean the base sometimes?
Yeah,
too.
It can be used to clean an instrument.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's great about it is that it's for the most part water soluble. So you can rinse it out of the hair. So what I'm going to do is I get myself a food container like this, and I'll pour in maybe 1/4 of an inch of this stuff, like that. And I always cover this because I don't want it to spill, right? So, okay, so I'll take the frog off like this. And what you'll want to do is you want to start dipping the hair in the Citrusolve. So I'll start here at the frog. Pretty much the Citrusolve will do the work for you. You have to sort of, you know, figure out a way to get it all in there. There we go. What I also like to do, I'm working here by a sink, so I'll take this and I'll work the Citrusolve into the hair with my fingers. And if you're uncomfortable with that, you can always, you know, put on a glove and use that. So and you can see that there's a milky kind of liquid coming off the hair here. And that is the rosin that's dissolved in the Citrusolve. So do this for a while. Try to separate the hair a little, try to get it all worked in. If you get the Citrusolve on the bow itself, it won't do any harm at all. Okay, so now we're ready to rinse. It's very important to rinse with only cold water, not warm water or hot water. So I turn this water on. And don't be stingy with the water. I think it's advisable not to get the water too close to the plug in the frog or the plug in the tip, because you'll see. So here I am rinsing the citral and you can see all this milky stuff coming off of it like that. And I'm not in a hurry. You want to make sure you get all the citral out of the hair. And if you don't, you'll smell it. You can tell that it's still there. So we're going to keep rinsing. Okay. Looks like the water's running pretty clear, so I'll just keep rinsing to be absolutely sure. Okay, so maybe we're ready to put this back together. So I'll take some paper towel and I'll just do an initial drying off of the hair like that. And I'll get the frog, put it back on, make sure it's not twisted. Okay, great. And then I'm going to, and tighten it up as if you were going to play it. So, in other words, with some tension on it, so that you can then easily mat it dry like this. All right. So the hair, if I smell it, smells like hair. And if I smell right here, yes, you'll smell a little bit of citral because, you can't help but have a little bit soak into the plug a little bit. Maybe a little up here, but hardly any. So you have brand new hair.
It looks cleaner.
It looks much cleaner.
Right, just visually. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
So there you go. And what I would do next is to set it out in the open for a couple hours.
Let it dry.
Let it dry completely. And then you're ready to go.
I love it.
Easy.
All right, the hair's totally dry. You can see how clean it looks now. Wow, and it's like brand new. So let's, moment of truth, put some rosin on and see how this feels. Wow, it's like a totally new rehair. It's incredible. There's none of that powder, and I use pretty sticky rosin, but inevitably it gets kind of clumped and clogged, and yeah, I'm gonna use this technique in the future. Very cool, and if you wanna learn more about topics like this, check out what we've got linked up. We'll see you there.